Starting. All right. Good evening, everyone. This is Davis with It Works, and tonight I have the pleasure of interviewing Kenitha McGee, Double Diamond leader. She just promoted last month, and I wanted to come to her tonight, talk to her about her journey and how she found this opportunity, what it has done for her and her family. So to start us off tonight, could you please, well, actually, before I do that, I think this story is so beautiful because a lot of people have, a specific person in their mind who they think can be successful with this business, who's supposed to be successful. But what makes this so great, me and Kenitha have almost very opposite stories, but yet your background doesn't matter. For those of y'all that know me, I have I was a medical laboratory scientist before I started the company. I had just graduated with my master's degree. And, I still was at a place to where I was drowning in student loan debt. Not only that, even with a master's degree, working at a top hospital institution, I was still living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to provide for my 4 children. And, a lot of times people just think, you go to school, you get a good job, and there's no struggle. And that's not true. I still had struggles, no matter what degrees I had behind my name. And the beauty of this is Kenitha herself, she is educated, but, she didn't have the student loan debt that I had, but she still came into this business and found success. And she did find success very early, but I think her story is just so special, how she was able to overcome throughout, her life and still make something for herself and her family. So Kenitha, could you come and tell everybody how long you've been with the company, where you're from, and a little bit about your life before It Works?
Okay. I've been with the company. My name is Kenitha McGee. I live in Laverne, Tennessee. Been with the company a little over 2 years. I'm a mom of 4. My youngest child is autistic, and I am married. I came from a big family. My mom, the second to the youngest child in my family. My mama had 5 kids, and my older siblings, they were way older. So when we were growing up, they were already out of the house. And just growing up, I watched my mom struggle to provide for me and my brother, and it was just like, at a young age, I said, okay, I want to be a doctor when I grow up. I figured that if I be a doctor when I grow up, then maybe, I might not, struggle. Like watching my mom trying to put food on our table. My dad wasn't around. And, one day, we were staying with my mom, staying with my sister, actually. My mom, was having a hard time, so we had to move in with my sister. She was a lot older. And I remember one night, me and my sister hearing this weird noise, and my mom had passed out in the bathroom. We found her unconscious. She gets to the hospital, and we were told that she had an aneurysm. And thank God that, he woke us up, and then we found her. The aneurysm didn't burst, and she's still living. But at that time, it made my mom where she couldn't work anymore. She had to go on disability. I remember one Christmas, her job had to help out and provide Christmas for us because she wasn't working. And at 14, I was like, okay, I need to get out and get a job to help my mom provide for us. I never told this before, but I actually forged my birth certificate and, made it where I was older because this particular job that I was going to get, I had to be 16 and I was 14 at the time. And so I got a job and, started helping my mom. And then at 16, just kind of running the streets and just trying to be faster than what my age. I ended up having my first child at 16. Shortly after that, I dropped out of school. And, just hearing people, all my life, it was like you're a teenage mom, you'll never do anything, you're not going to be able to be successful. And later on, I did go back and go get my GED. I even tried college. I think I did like 2 semesters, and I was like, oh, this is not for me. So I always, worked and make sure I provided for my kids. I felt like, okay, if I had the kids at a young age, I need to step up and I need to take care of them. And so exactly what I did. Prior to It Works, I was an insurance verification rep for a hospital system, working probably over 40 hours a week. And then I get this notice from my job that I'm getting garnished. It was about $600 some dollars, and then previously it was another income that I was getting in my house. I lost that, and I'm like, okay, that's a lot of money coming to my household. Here we are, a family of 6. My husband did work, but still, now these days, 2 incomes really, needed for a household, and even sometimes 2 incomes are not enough. And in my case, 2 incomes wasn't, and this garnishment really just put us into a really bad place, and I knew I had to do something at the time.
Okay, so when It Works found you, because I guess that is what happened in your story. I guess I'm telling your story. How did it find you? Because I know a lot of the times some people are out looking for an opportunity. Some people, it just falls in our lap. Some people, we pray for this. But for you, how did It Works find you? Or you found the opportunity?
Well, I was praying for something. I was praying for something different that was going to allow me to be able to not have to work, like I said, not work a job, put it like that. I didn't like having to get up. I always wanted to be my own boss, and I was the person who had to be at work at 9, and they gave you a grace period to be at work at 9:06, and I would pull up in the parking lot at 9:04 and a half, pull at the door, run up the stairs, clock in, come back. So I didn't like it. And so actually It Works had found me, like probably found a lot of you all that is on this call. I made a post about me wanting to get rid of my stomach. After having 4 kids, I still have my stomach, and people always ask me, are you pregnant? And that just, ate me up, because I didn't have time to go into the gym and exercise a lot. Being a mom of 4, and then my youngest child is autistic, and just dealing with the different therapies, I couldn't just really be in the gym. And so I made a post about me wanting to lose weight, and a girl reached out to me on Facebook. I didn't know her at all. We had mutual friends. We were Facebook friends, and I didn't know her. I've never talked to her before. And she was like, hey, you should try the rap. I had never heard of the rap before, didn't know what it was, but I was like, okay, let me just go and see if it could potentially help me get rid of my stomach that I could never get rid of. Let me just go meet with her and talk with her. So I decided to go and meet with her. And, she put this rap on me, and she started telling me about the rap, and she started telling me about all her other products. And a light bulb went off, because I'm thinking, like, she just made some quick cash off of me. And I'm in need of cash. And at the same time, I want to get healthy and get my body back, because I was in really a dark place then before, because I wasn't happy with the way I looked. When I looked in the mirror, when I got on the scale and it said almost 200, I'm like, it's time to do something. And so I was like, okay, if I could do what she's doing, make some extra money and use the products, then that's what I'm going to do. You want me to continue, or you want me to stop there?
No, I mean, you can keep going. So the light bulb went off. You saw the opportunity to make some quick money. I think that's pretty much the same thing that happened with me. A little different. I actually had started my own traditional business, and I had a hair business, and I saw the hair, skin, and nail vitamins, and I thought, you know what, I can make an extra $300 to $500 a month selling these products, because like Kenitha, I still wanted to be with my kids. I had 4 children, and I worked all the time. I worked every shift, or all the odd shifts at the hospital, trying to make as much money as I could with that shift diff, in which it caused me not to be around my kids. So I know exactly where you're coming from, wanting to spend more time and having more flexibility while still making some type of extra income. So, when you got started with the business, I know for you, you had some early successes, and earn some bonuses quickly. Can you talk a little bit about, like, when you first got started, how you were able to get your business off the ground?
Okay. When I first came in this business, I had no idea that I was going to be able to make any money or be successful. I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. I have nothing to lose. And if I don't do something real quick to make some extra income, then me and my family were probably going to be sitting outside somewhere, because there was a lot of money coming out of my household, and I didn't have time to go get another job. My oldest girl was in high school, and she was in dance class or dance school to almost 9 o'clock every night. And then just the driving from different counties back and forth, getting another job was not an option. So I just came into this business saying, you know what, I'm going to see what happens and give it in my all. Worst case scenario, I'm going to finally get rid of this belly. So when I came into the business, you know, I was already talking to people before I actually got my kit that came in, and she'll talk more about that. But I was already telling my family and my friends about this business, and I got a wrap on me. It actually took me 2 wraps for me to see really, really great results. So I took before and after pictures, and I just started sharing them with everybody. I started putting on social media. I started showing my sisters and my brothers and my cousins, my co-workers at the time, church members, and people wanted them. They was like, okay, where can I order them? And I would give them my website, and they would order, and then I'm like, ooh, just got a payment. Or, you know, people wanted to buy the wraps out of my hand. And I remember one day that it was during the time that they would never give me food stamps, and we didn't know how we were going to really eat. You know, the kids had something to eat, but I'm like, okay, me and my husband was like, okay, we're going to put food on the table and make sure the kids eat. But then we didn't have anything. And I remember one day a girl calling me up and saying, you know, I want to buy 2 wraps. That was $50 right there and there. That made sure enough for us to be able to eat in a couple more days. So Wrap Cash in my first month was a really big thing for me. I remember having a jar on my nightstand. I was like, look, baby, look how much Wrap Cash I made. And I had it stacked up there for a minute. But first 2 calendar months, I hit the rank Ruby, and I earned an extra $1,000 bonus. Because when I came into the business, they were like, okay, if you go Ruby in 2 months, you get a $1,000 bonus. I'm like, I need this bonus. Like, I need this money. So I just talked to everybody. You know, I grew my social media friends list up, meeting new people when I was out and about, when I was going in between doctor's appointments, or if I went shopping to the grocery store. I just met new people, and I just started sharing it with everybody. So that was June of 2015 when I hit Ruby. February, I was conference in January or February of 2016. Anyway, I remember going to the conference in the business, and that is when our CEO came out with, he was doubling good bonuses. So they were called good bonuses then, get out of debt bonus. I went Emerald in February of 2016, earned an extra $2,000 bonus. In February, you know, I had a lot going on, but I hit that rank, and I was like, okay, if I hit Emerald, hit this rank, then I could do anything else in this business. So I quit my job. So I've been a full-time stay-at-home mom since February 2016. March 2016, I went Diamond and earned a $20,000 bonus. And from there, I was like, okay, you know what? I can really make some money with this business. And it was a really big deal for me to be able to come home and stay home with my kids, because my child is autistic. He's in grade school, but I couldn't find a aftercare program for him. No one said they were qualified to handle a special needs child. So, which made me have to enroll him into another county from my mom's house to go to school, and drive there every morning to take him to school, go to work, go back and pick him up, and then come home, making us not get home to about 7 to 8 o'clock. And I was like, you know, my mom, she's getting older. She can't really handle him like she, like I can. And I need to be able to come home. So like I said, February 2016, I walked away from my job to do this full time. And all I do is work this business on social media. I don't go door to door. You know, I do talk to people out and about. Maybe when I go get my nails done, the lady, you know, me and her done strike up a conversation about whatever. And then I share my business. So 95% of my customers and business partners came from social media. And last month I hit the rank double diamond, and it's just crazy that, you know, my income, that I make this much income from my phone and at home, way more than I was when I worked in this 9-to-5 job. And double diamonds, well, let me go back. Diamonds average extra $2,000 a month. Double diamond average about extra $6,000 a month. And then my husband has a business spot as well. I hit diamond in his account 3 months ago and earned a $10,000 bonus. So me and his bonus combined earned about $8,000 a month.
Okay, and so one thing that Kenitha was saying, our company has these crazy bonuses, and we have our bonuses stand for get out of debt, and that's one thing about our business that is so beautiful. Most people just see the money as, oh, you're making money, you're driving fancy cars, you're doing this and that, but it's more to it than that. Our CEO is about getting us out of debt. Our CEO is about people, paying cash for things and not having to worry about, the bill collectors and struggling. And, the bonuses are real. Anybody can earn them. Like Kenitha said, she's earned about 33,000. I think that was the number. Kenitha's earned $33,000 in bonuses since she's been in the business. I've earned 102,000. There's other people on our team that's earned, 20, 30, and it goes up and up and up. But this business, I just say that to say anybody can earn these bonuses. It doesn't take a special person. The only special you have to be is you have to be willing to work. You have to be willing to go for your dreams. And so, Kenitha, I know being a busy mom of four, working full time when you started this business, what were some of the obstacles you faced and how were you able to overcome to get to where you are today?
Okay. So I didn't have a lot of time, and my kids took up most of the time, and my job took a lot of time. So I was just kind of brainstorming, like, how can I work this business part time and still make some extra money? So I'm like, the first thing we do in the morning, for most people anyway, I know I do, I grab my cell phone first thing in the morning when I first wake up, and that's what we do. We either check Facebook or respond to a message, and I'm like, okay, what if I set my alarm and wake up 15 to 30 minutes earlier than I normally do to be able to follow up and send some messages? So that's what I did. On my 15-minute breaks and 30-minute breaks at work, I worked my business. I'm like, okay, I'm not doing anything else. I can follow up and talk to people while I'm eating or whatever it is. And a lot of times, maybe I didn't even eat on my 30-minute lunch breaks at work. And then when I got the kids to the bed, I was like, okay, once everybody's in bed, I'm going to stay up a little extra 30 minutes, and I'm going to follow up and work my business then. So I just kind of seen when there was opportunity that I wasn't doing nothing, a child wasn't calling mommy, or I wasn't at work to be able to fit in. And I was like, okay, if I only have 15 minutes, and I'm going to actually work my business during those 15 minutes and maximize the time that I had, because like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of time. But I did get off days. So I worked Monday through Fridays, and I was off on the weekends. So I worked my business on the weekends. If it was me taking my daughter to dance school, then once while I'm waiting on her, I work my business. Or if it was me taking a child to the doctor's appointment, waiting on the doctor to come in, I was working my business. So I just kind of find those opportunities for me to do a follow-up call, and to be crazy, because most people actually didn't want me to call them. They wanted to text. We are, people are big on texting now, and I just use that my advantage. Like, I can send out a quick message, respond to the people, use a voice recording without doing a lot of phone conversation. Now, I do talk to people, but most people wanted to text me, and which was a really good thing for me to be able to kind of work my business in between being mommy and doing those sorts of things.
Right. So, I guess I'm trying to think what else I want to ask you. I think I'm gonna wait for that for a little bit. So, like Kenitha said, you don't need a lot of time to run this business.
No.
Most everybody is busy. Most people either are students, you have jobs, you have children, you have spouses, you're involved in the church and the community. Nobody just has free time. That's the whole goal of this business, is to give you more time. And so it's so easy to just talk to somebody while passing them, or to sit down and block out 15 minutes and just do a little bit of work here and there. And that's the beauty about this business. It's no way, form, or fashion the same type of commitment as you would have from a part-time job or even your full-time job. And that's what makes this so beautiful. A lot of times people think about starting a business, and you think about it and you're just kind of like, well, it might take me, I don't have a lot of time, to make a certain amount of money. But then I look at it from a different point. If you didn't start this business, guess what? You would be at your job regardless. You wouldn't leave. You would have to go get another job to keep paying your bills. So time is like a constant in a way. Time is always going to be there as far as if you don't do this, you're going to be doing something else. So why not? If it takes you, you know, 3 to 5 years to get to a position where you're making six figures in income, is it worth it? Because if not, you're going to be still on your job that you're on right now. And some people don't have an opportunity to get to six figures in 3 to 5 years. I myself didn't even have an opportunity. We had a pay scale. I think my pay scale topped out at about $67,000 a year, and I wasn't even nowhere close. So, with that being said, when people think about, well, I want this, I want to be seeing success quickly. You just got to think about it. Make it relative to everything else that goes on in life. If it takes you 3 to 5 years to get to six figures, that's good. I went to school for 6.5+ years and I didn't even make six figures. So what is 3 to 5 years in a business to where you're growing as a person? You're changing your life. You're changing other people's lives. To wait 3 to 5 years to get to a position that you can make, potentially six figures a year in income, because most people will never make six figures, and this opportunity allows the common person to live an extraordinary life. And that's what I love about this. Kanitha, just thinking about it and thinking about the other business partners on your team, how rewarding is it when somebody messages you and tells you, you know what, you've changed my life. I look at, like, I have hope again. I can dream again. I feel so much better about myself because of this opportunity. And they just thank you. Like, what type of feeling does that give you to know you're saying yes to get rid of your stomach at the time? That's all you were thinking about. Eventually turned into a domino effect, changing lives after lives after lives after lives.
I have so many like stories I could tell people on my team, but it just really just make you really feel good and proud that that you can, every day I wake up and I'm like, I want to make God proud. I want him to be proud of what I did, and the day that I leave this earth, I want people to remember that I changed their lives, or I left some type of legacy, and people know that I made an impact and a difference. And so I just want to kind of just talk about one young lady. Well, I can talk about a couple, but one young lady who hit me up for that, that's on my team, and she's newly on my team, who has lupus, and she has high blood pressure. Now, I'm not making any medical claims. However, she did get these products approved by her doctor, and her doctor said, yes, take these products. And she told me, she said, I've never felt this, I haven't felt this good in about 8 years. I've been able to get rid of my stomach, and I haven't been able to done any exercise because I hurt my knee. And my health, I just really feel good about myself. My weight has stayed and my blood pressure has been really great. And for me to get a message like that for somebody who has, high blood pressure or lupus, especially how it can take a toll on somebody's body, to tell me that these products have really changed their life is a really, really great feeling. And then I have a autism mom that's on the team who, messaged me. She just hit Emerald last month. Like I said, she hit Emerald and I hit Double Diamond, and she was just talking about how much this income that's going to be able to help her household. She's a mom of 4, but she has two daughters. They're twins. They're both autistic, and for her to be able just to stay at home and be able to provide for her family just really just make me feel really good inside, and helps me keep pushing to look for that next person that I can help. So I'm always asking God, who is that next person that I need to, life I need to change? Who can I help? Who can I, impact? Because it's not just about the money. It's about helping people get back healthy, helping people not struggle and living paycheck to paycheck. So like I said, it's not just about me. It's about all the lives that I can change on the way of making a difference in my life as well.
Okay, sorry, I had the mute on. Okay, so, I know I'm not going to say the company. You were in a previous network marketing business before you even started at Works. Can you talk about how simple our three-step system is to being successful, and just kind of tell people the breakdown of what we do every month? Because we have a guaranteed system. If you follow these steps, you are guaranteed success. And so can you break down, how simple this is compared to the business, well, not necessarily comparing to the business you did before, but just saying, I mean, I know you saw success with this business and you didn't really see success with the first one. And, that says something about knowing what to do, having that roadmap, and just being able to, get it done. Can you just tell everybody, about the three-step system that has allowed you to get to where you are in the company?
Like Terry said, I was in another business before, and I didn't make any money. I may have made, I'm just guessing, $150 maybe in the business, and I had been in it with a couple of years. Now, what I can say about the business, that I learned some things, as far as just like some different trainings. But with this business, as soon as I came in this business, I was making money right away, like in the first week and a half, from like selling wraps and people ordering my website, and then me getting my first commission check. And I was like, okay. Like, I wasn't making any money with that business, but I am, making some money with this business. And it's because, like she said, we have 3 simple steps that we follow each month. And as it's crazy is because it's just 3 steps. And so the first step is, do you want me to, go into like joining, how much cost and all that, step success, full out? I know
Yes.
you want to do that. Okay. All right. So when I joined this business, it was $99 to join this business. And so happened that I was getting paid that night that I joined this business. But that $99 was supposed to be going towards a bill, but I knew that I needed to do something real quick. So I sacrificed and took that $99. I went home and said, babe, I'm finna doing this business for $99. I get paid tonight. And so he just gave me this weird looking feeling, weird look. And I'm like, I'm spending this $99. So I, joined the business for $99. And it was to buy my business kit. And inside my kit, I got a box of wraps, catalogs, marketing material, business cards. And I don't think at the time we had we didn't have the defining gel. But now when you join, you get 4 small samples of defining gel in your kit for you to be able to, you can sell those 4 wraps. We sell our wraps $25 a piece. And if you want to, you can sell the small samples of defining gel for $10. So you can be able to make your money back and make some profit. So I bought my kit, and each month we want to make sure that we are being a product of the product. That's exactly what I did. I took tons and tons of pictures of myself before I joined this business. I knew that this product was going to work, and that it was going to help me get healthy, if nothing else. And so I took a lot of before pictures. And so you want to make sure you're being a product of the product. So each month we have to buy about $80 to $100 worth of products each month that we can either use for our personal before and after pictures, or we can sell them. I chose to use them for my before and after pictures because I've lost almost about 32 pounds and about 7 inches. So we either buy our products or have about 150 in sales. So that's step 1. Step 2 is that we look for 4 new loyal customers each month, 4 customers who want to order on our website and get our wholesale price. But what I love about this company is that every 2 loyal customers we get, we can buy a box of wraps for only $25. That way, when we sell the box, we can profit $75 in wrap cash. And so, like I said, wraps was a really big thing for me. And so that's step 2, finding 4 new loyal customers. Step 3 was finding 3 people who wanted to make some extra money. I knew some moms who needed some extra money. I knew some family members who needed some extra money. And so finding 3 more people who wanted to make some extra money with you in the business. So each month, we only had 3 steps. Buy your products each month, find 4 new loyal customers, and find 3 business partners. And you want to teach those 3 business partners do the same thing you did. Buy their products, get 4 new loyal customers, and find 3 new business partners. So, Terry, I'll let you continue with the steps of success.
Well, I mean, that's it. Basically, that's how simple the business is. And when you do that, you just teach those three new people that you join, that you get to join you in business, how to do the same thing. And so it just duplicates itself. And like I said, if you do that, it's a guaranteed steps to get you promoting and throughout the company. But there's different ways we make money. Like Kenitha says, you can just sell wraps on hand and make good cash. You can just get customers and make money that way, or you can maximize the compensations plan by building a team and teaching them how to get out of debt and to make their own money. So I want to get ready to close up the call, but me and Kenitha are going to talk a little bit about what's going on, with our business. Right now is an amazing time to join this company. Our CEO has a roadmap for anybody that joins, set out for the next 2 years. He has a roadmap for 2 years that gives you bonuses ranging from $5,000 to $150,000 if you stay committed for the next 2 years and keep working at this business. You can earn these bonuses. And that wasn't around when me and Kenitha started. So now I feel like this is basically a blueprint to be successful, and you know exactly where you need to go, and it keeps you on track and keeps you focused. Not only that, with the bonuses, like anybody that joins this month, you have a choice. You can come in, you can work your business as hard as you can, and by the end of September, if you hit the rank extra $2,000 a month in income, you will get a $10,000 bonus on top of that $2,000 a month in income. And the beauty of this is that is working part-time hours, either from your phone or from face-to-face, whatever it is you want to call it. Most of us do from phone, but an extra $2,000 a month from working part-time is insane. Because I remember when I got to Double Diamond at my 1 year mark, and I was like, I just work part-time from my phone, and I'm making $6,000 a month, and I had earned $50,000 in bonuses. And it was crazy to just know, wow, it works as long as I work it. It does work. And so, these bonuses are on the table for everybody, and it's definitely doable. And, I think it's just so important to have that second source of income coming in, because with the way the economy is going and things are changing and people, are different companies are checking their budget. July 1 is like the fiscal year for most companies. So if they're going to do a budget cut, they already know what's about to happen. But I've had people recently that I know that have been laid off of their job, and it's like, don't get caught waiting and wishing you would have started something that you already have a safety net in place, because safe isn't safe no more. People don't work, and just like companies aren't loyal to people to where you have these pensions like you used to have back 50 years ago, 40 years ago. That's not how we work in this day and age. So I highly, highly recommend you guys thinking about just having an extra source of income, just because you never know when you're going to need it. And this is an amazing time to join our business. Not only that, our company is in such growth and momentum phase. We aren't even at the plateau yet. We're still growing. We're heading to $1 billion in sales. So with that being said, you might be thinking nobody wants this product. We're going to $1 billion in sales. People want this product. Our company has continued to grow for the last 16 years. So the product isn't going anywhere. The company isn't going anywhere. We are here to stay. And this is a great business move. And not only that, our CEO, him and his wife, are some of the most, what's the word? These two individuals have more integrity than a lot of people that I've met and seen in my, short lifetime. But I say that to just say this company has the right people taking charge of. And not only that, this is the right time as well. And so, that's just basically my spiel. And plus I've already talked about it a little bit. I want Kenitha just come and tell the people, if they're thinking about this opportunity, why they should join now, and why, you got to just take that leap sometimes. And there's not always a right time to do what you got to do. You just got to step out on faith and do what you think is right.
Well, before I say that, I want to say, because we, talk about the wraps, but I want to say we have so many other products other than just the wraps. We have a full list of skincare products. We have a facial cleanser, exfoliating peel, a day and night cream, a hair, skin, nail vitamin. We have essential oils, vitamins for your bones. We have a product called Fat Fighters, a metabolism boost, a vegan shake. Our most popular one our most popular is our 2-day herbal cleanse. So we are way more than just the wraps. And I also want to mention one other incentive. Anyone who joins and gets started with us now and comes in and talk to, I know 4 people could use these products and get 4 loyal customers. The company is going to give you $100 to be able to go and shop in our store, to be able to buy you, marketing material, gear, clothes. Because when I came in this business, I said, okay, I'm going to put, my all in it, but I didn't have tons of money. And so they didn't have this when I joined, to be able to take and go and buy cute shirts that says about It Works. Because a lot of times I can just go out with my It Works shirt on and people will be like, oh, you sell It Works? I've been looking for somebody who sell It Works. So this is a really great opportunity for you to join in, get your 4 customers, and you're going to help from your enroller to be able to know what to say. And so don't feel like that you're going to be alone in this business and you're not going to help. We have to help you. We don't get paid from signing up business partners. We get paid from customer sales. So if you're not doing good, we're not doing good. But the fact that you can come in this business and get $100 to go and shop and put in your business to give you more marketing material, more marketing tools to be able to work this business is really a great opportunity. And for me, I had been praying and asking for God for something different. And a lot of us most likely probably have prayed for something different, or just know in your heart that you want to do something different, or something is not going right, or you can use some extra money. And, we pass up an opportunity because it's not always in the package that we think it's going to be. We expect it to be something else, but then it comes into a whole nother package. You were like, this is strange. And that is what, God has placed on your heart to say, you know what, I'm giving you what you asked me for. It may not be what you thought it was going to be, but this is the answer. And so for me, I had been praying for something, and I just thank God that I kind of listened and I jumped in. And like Terry was saying, you never know what might happen with your job. My husband walked in his job after been in his job for 11 years, walked in one day and it was like, you laid off. If it wasn't for this business and me having this income, I don't know how we would have made it. And this is kind of the same thing with my mom when, she couldn't work any longer and I got a job to help out at 14. If something happened to you today or something happened, to me today, I thank God that I have an income that's coming in residually to be able to cover if I can't work anymore, and not for my kids to feel like they need to go get a job. So you have to ask yourself, if something, happened where you could not work for a while, for whatever reason, would you be able to pay your bills? Would you be able to put food on your kids' table? Would you be able to, pay lights, pay water bill? And a lot of us don't have a backup extra income. We have an extra or insurance or backup on everything else, our cars, our phones, but we don't have a plan B if something, goes wrong. Maybe you love your job. Maybe you love what you do, but do you actually have the time to be able to spend with your family and do what you want to when you want to do it? Can you take vacations like you want to? And so it's about being able to do, those things that you want to do, live life how you want to, and actually live. A lot of people are not living. You never know when this might be your last day here on earth. And for me, like I said, I want to be able to travel, spend more time with my kids, make lots of memories. And I don't want my kids waking up and then not remember mommy's not ever here, and even though they know you're providing, but making those memories is what life is about. So whoever invited you to this call, tell them, even if you're scared, it's okay. Because a lot of us are scared to do things that we've never done before. But if we don't never take that leap of faith and just jump, we will never know that, or know that you could have been successful. And we can stop asking ourselves, what if it doesn't work? But what if it does work? If we can just change that question, say, what if it does work? Then we can be able to, not miss out on opportunities because we don't take that jump. So whoever invited you to this call, get back with them and tell them, yes, I'm ready to get started, and just go ahead and and jump. We would love to have you on your team. We are a big team oriented, and we try to do things locally with our teams, and then we got a big conference coming up as well. But we have so many resources and things we do our team to make sure that we give everybody the help that they need. Terry, you want to say anything?
Right. No, I just want to say, yeah, get back to the person that invited you to the call. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you, felt Kenitha's passion with the business and resonated with her story. So I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in, and we will talk to y'all and see y'all soon. Hopefully you decide to say yes and jump. But good night, everyone.
Good night.